This is it. Your chance to show your skills to the automotive world. You'll be up against some of the best racing talent there is, so you'll need to... Results matter, and mistakes will be costly. It won't be easy, but if you want to become the ultimate driver, you'll need to earn it every step of the way. Get out there and prove yourself. The career will take you on a journey through 10 unique race series. To progress, you'll need to either upgrade your current car or buy new cars to meet the various entry requirements. Each series has 4 tours that climax with a championship event. To unlock championships and new tours, complete the career objectives.
Hey everyone, welcome to Project Cars 3. A huge thank you to Bandai Namco here in the UK for sending me through a copy of the game. Plus, if you check out my Instagram story, on my Instagram posts, they also sent me through an incredible Logitech G923 wheel, as well as an Astro A50 headset. Insane. So we're going to get into this game, see what it's all about. I've done the intro, kind of like quick qualifying race. I bought my first car. We're going to go into the Road E Championship. And we've got Shanghai Knights, Havana Laugh for the hot lap. And we've got Bannock Bray Heart. And then we've got a Canyon Run Championship. So let's get into it.
This is going to be your first career race with your own wheels. It's for real now. So take a quick look at the event details and objectives. Then...
Do you know what? We're getting straight into it. So I got myself a Honda Civic Type R. It's currently positioned 9th on the grid. We need to get straight into this. It looks like we're going to do 2 laps. It's spring, it's dusk, it's a race. Let's do this. Finish the race, 5 clean overtakes within 1 second, master 3 corners. So the thing with Project Cars 3 is there is no racing line. You get markers. So there's a marker like that one, which is for the apex of the corner. This pink marker, which you're seeing here, is the braking zone marker. And there's an exit marker, which is blue.
You've got the pace to bring it back.
Which you can see just there as well. The car's looking pretty sweet. Painted a beautiful orangey colour.
Nice one.
Trying to keep it as clean as possible. That did say brake there, but in car view, pretty cool. Get down the inside of him as well with the exit. And there's this visor cam, which I actually really like as well. So as if you've got like your racing helmet on. Difficulty-wise, I set it as like the 3rd of 5. Which looks like I might need to tweak a little bit, because now I've got through the crowd of cars. They are literally nowhere near me. Didn't get that chicane right at all. But obviously the previous Project Cars games were much more of a simulation style driving game. This one, it feels... I've got to say, it feels more arcadey, more accessible. The last kind of game was really difficult to even use a controller to drive, like the car, and control the vehicle. Whereas this one feels pretty simple, really, with the controller in hand. Does it feel... I'm trying to work out whether it feels... like a simulation at all.
Final lap. If you have the space, just ease off slightly and bring the car home.
Ease off slightly. I mean, I've got... goodness knows how far in between me and the car behind in this first race. So we definitely need to tweak the settings. Car looks good. Graphically, doesn't look too bad. I'll let you decide as well what you think of how good it looks. I'm playing on a PS4, this version, and I've chosen to go, like you could have the choice to go with frame rate or quality. And I went with quality over frame rate, so we'll see how it goes throughout.
Gap to P2 is 7 seconds. That's what we like to see.
But it handles okay. Even on the controller. Not using the wheel and pedals as yet. 7 seconds gap to the car behind. I mean, I want a challenge. I don't want all the races to be. I'm glad it, like, first race. It's nice that I've got that advantage just to get used to the way that it handles and it controls. But I think definitely I need to up it. Not sure whether it's me though, or whether it feels... I suppose it feels like
Fantastic! Your first ever career victory. Great job.
I could be playing something like Grid. If you played that game, you'll understand where I'm coming from. We literally smashed the competition. I'll be very interested to get your thoughts down below. Have you played the previous Project Cars games? What did you think of those? So the race is done, Shanghai Nights. Let's get on to the Bannock Bray Heart. And I guess we race again. Okay, difficulty. Handling assist experience. AI settings, here we go. AI difficulty. Okay, let's go very hard and high aggression. How high does it go? Pro, legendary. Very easy, easy, medium. Okay, let's go very hard, high aggression, and see how that changes things. Starting down in ninth once again.
Off the line into the first corner. Remember, the first lap is our best chance to make up some places.
The first time racing up Bannock Bray. 16 cars on the grid, and already they seem to have an advantage on them. Which is nice. I want a challenge. Bit of aggression there. You'd like to see that as well. This is definitely a little bit more like it. Getting past them quite easily still, though. Does the aggression just go towards me, or are they going to get aggressive across the board? Get on the inside of this TT if we can, and then switch it out onto the rear. A tight right-hander. Not a hairpin. Missed the apex, but I should be able to get the exit. And down the inside. Definitely wasn't mastering the corner, but you know what? You've got to go for the corner.
Good job, that's P4. We're in sight of the podium.
Based on the position that you've got on the track. I like the way that car came straight back at me though after I got past it. Similar car to me. A group of TTs in front of us. Got the draft. Straight, ooh, that's going to hurt a little bit. That'll invalidate my lap time. Also give him the opportunity to get back alongside. I like the aggression from him, though. Forced him out, though. Get the apex there. 8 clean overtakes, so we've done that. We need to master 5 corners. I think 1 more corner we've mastered, and we are good. Cheeky little chicane. Love to see that. See, this is it. Although it tells you to brake, it doesn't give you an indication as to how much you need to brake. You've really got to judge that yourself. This is a single lap as well. I have no idea how much further we've got to go. There's no indicator as to say, like, you're 75% through this race. We're into Sector 2 timings now. Ooh, hello. Held that nicely. even the wheel movements. Okay, I've mucked that up because I was looking at the wheel rather than the actual track. That'll give people a chance to look behind me. Oh, sorry, chance to catch up. You can tell it's a bit more arcadey based on what I say are the wheel movements. There's a lot of wheel movements, like, for a very small amount of movement with the controller.
What a win. Fantastic job.
Okay, we've got another win. We mastered the corners, 8 clean overtakes, and a top speed of over 120 mile an hour. We move on. So 1 or 2 more events left in this first class. I think there's 10 different classes to work through, and then you've got a load of random events or customization events that you can do. Online racing, of course, is a part of Project Cars 3 as well. So we've done Battle Bray. This is Road E. So we can do the Canyon Run Championship already. Does that mean we complete it if we do that? We don't have to do all 3? I mean, the hot lap. A lap time of 1:22. Let's just go for the race, see what happens. Does that finish off everything in this championship? We'll soon find out. The United States Canyon Run. Round 1 of 2. 2 laps. Let's go. Do you know what? Difficulty-wise, let's take it up another notch. Let's put them on Pro.
Opening round of the championship. Focus on getting a good start and bring home some points.
Okay, so 2 rounds in this championship. Starting down at 11th. Feeling confident? Definite different mix of vehicles, though, in this race. Or is that just me if I haven't seen the ones all the way down here? This bumper cam seems really low. See what I mean about the steering wheel? Slightest movement. Which makes it feel more, I say, arcadey than simulation. It's not a bad thing. It's definitely got a bit of a Forza Horizon feel to it over a Forza Motorsport feel. For any of you that have played those games, you know the difference between the Horizon games and the Motorsport games. You would definitely say Project Cars 2 was even more simulation than a Forza Motorsport game, whereas this does feel more Forza Horizon-esque. But I'm only a few races in. Who knows what it will be like with different vehicles, different cars. Okay, we've got a big old hairpin here. Probably get at least 1 or 2 of them there. Maybe even sneak down the inside of both of these other Hondas. I like that guy's paint work and decals on his. He's getting a little bit aggressive, forcing me out wide. Alright. Don't need to be that aggressive. Okay, we've got a tight left, which I've absolutely ballsed up there, right. You do have your little mini-map in the bottom left to give you a bit of an indication as to where you need to go next. Two of 11 perfect corners. Looks like we're about to enter lap 2 of this first race. Currently second position.
Okay, mate, last chance to take the win. Push hard. We need the victory.
I've knocked myself out completely, but it kind of has worked out for me. I don't think there's like a rewind option like you get in a lot of racing games. Like, if you screw it up, you need to restart. But we're not doing that. Damage-wise, I thought there was damage, but there is a little bit of damage to the car. I expected there to be a bit more than that, though, based on that hit that we just took into the barriers. But I guess there's a little bit of damage there. Not as much as I would have expected. Big hairpin, I'm going to try and get this right. Okay, that's just bounced off of that. we should be good for the race win. I don't see anything that is concerning me too much apart from those last couple of corners. There's a handbrake that I can use if needed. I can just tap it there. Gives me a little bit of extra drift. If it feels like I'm heading into a barrier, just tap on the handbrake. But now that you're clear, it feels like they're not going to catch me. That was where I screwed up last time. Bit of handbrake. Gone way too wide, but nowhere near as bad as the last time round. Just a few corners left now. And we should be home and dry for a victory in the first race of this 2-race championship.
That's exactly what we need to win this championship. Top job.
$25 points. We move on to the second race. I wonder if my car repairs for the next race. Didn't feel like it changed my handling whilst racing though. Let's see as we move into the next part of this championship. So the second race is Canyon Run again. It looks like it's at dusk. Oh, sunset.
You've made it to the final championship race. Go wrap this one up.
And my car has changed colour. Why has my car changed colour? Is this my car? Is this a different car? Do I not like my orange car anymore? That's interesting. That is something to look into after this. This is the full version of the game as well, by the way, on PlayStation 4. Obviously, the game isn't out just yet. It's out in a couple of days. But this is, unless there's going to, I'm sure there may be a day one update, so there may still be a few things to work on. But changing the colour of my car? I know it might need a bit of paintwork. But I'm not sure about that. Let's force our way into the corner. This is what I mean as well by more of an arcadey game. If that was a simulation, my race would have been over. Whereas with the way that you can drive in this, it makes it feel far more accessible to a wider audience. Like the sim racers are probably not going to like this game anywhere near as much as they like Project Cars 2. But for your average racing fan that wants a good arcade racer,
see how the car handles in these wet conditions. We
Project
can make
Cars
some
3
changes to make the car easier to drive.
could well be a game for you. The rain has just appeared out of nowhere. So this
Final
is...
lap. Try and take that position.
So this is again a little bit different. In Project Cars 2, the rain would build up and the puddles would make things a lot tougher. Like the puddles would get bigger and bigger depending on how much rain fell. This seems like the rain has just happened. We do need to still make up a few more positions, if at all possible, before this, because I know my rival looks like he's either out front or he's that guy there. So I've either just ran them out the way. Now, I know that isn't the best way about doing this, but I want to just give the best opinion I possibly could and try a few different things out. I would always try and race as cleanly as possible. If in doubt, though, give him a clout. At least the AI is a little bit more resilient in this one. Can I do a last gasp? See, that's what I'm meaning. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to outpace this guy down the line. It's going to be tight.
Absolutely.
Did I take that on the line?
Your first career championship.
Yes, I
Great job.
did. But again, simulation, wouldn't have been able to do that. I'd have hit him, car would have been completely gone. Another 25 points, giving us a total of 50. That championship is ours. Oh, it wasn't that guy, he was way down. 22 points. You got 5 points in that race. So that, I believe, is that completed. Okay, so there's more in Road E here. So we've done 9 of 12 in this part of Road E. But then we've got Japanese routes, Road E specials, Road E majors. So there's 4 sections to this one. And then we can move on. So we've got 9 of 48, 11 more needed to basically unlock Road D, Road C, then Road B, Road A, Hypercar, GTC, GTB, GTA, GT Open. Then we've got Invitationals and Challenges. So there's a lot of content here. You can see on the top bar, actually, just above these, the career completion is minimal so far. Road, GT, bonus. So plenty to do. So that's going to bring this first episode to its conclusion. Let me know down below in the comments what you think so far. I will definitely play some more of this and put some more videos out. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see, please let me know. And if you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Huge thank you to Namco Bandai here in the UK, or Bandai Namco, I should say. You could say it either way, for supplying me the copy of the game, and of course the steering wheel and the headset as well. Huge appreciation for that. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back with more live streaming and video content very soon. Until then, stay safe, look after one another, be kind to each other, and I'll speak to you again very soon in the next one.